Hey everybody, this is Brent with PDS Radon Supply. We've been making a lot of new products. I got to do another video. This one I think is going to be a longer one, but I'm going to timestamp at the bottom of the video if you want to skip to the exact product that you need. I'm going to try and also put the item numbers on screen. But yeah, we're always trying to make new products. Bottom line is, if you're having a problem with your installations, please hit us up because we probably already have a solution. If we don't, I want to make it for you. So let's start with one of our most popular aftermarket alarms. This is the Obar battery powered alarm. A lot of you are probably familiar with this. It's got 2 screws to mount on the pipe. We sell a lot of these, they're awesome. I really like the feature of it that you can set the sensitivity so you don't get those false alarms to the homeowner. The only problem I see with the alarm market these days is false alarms. If there's false alarms, people are going to disable these things and they're not going to do their job. But what we really need in this industry is folks to keep up with their testing. Whether it's for having a professional test it every couple of years or having them test it themselves, please make sure when you're doing installations, you're telling the homeowner, hey, you got to test this sucker. This isn't going to last forever. Why don't I just come by and do it for you, right? But the Obar battery powered alarm, we thought, let's make a nice pipe mount for it. So this pipe mount will fit on 3-inch or 4-inch PVC, secure with 2 screws. Throw this sucker in there. You got your ports for the manometer function right there. Looks nice. We can do it in different colors too, but this just landed on my desk 2 days ago. I think people are going to like it. So this is the battery powered Obar mount. Obar's making lots of cool alarms, so we made a different mount for one of their other ones. They've got an alarm that looks a lot like a MagnaHelic device in my opinion. We have this one in different colors too. We got orange and white, we got our colors, red and black, but this again secures to the pipe. Then you mount the alarm on the inside and tighten it up. So this is for the digital display alarms. The benefit to those digital display alarms is you get to ditch the YouTube because it's literally giving you the pressure reading right on the front of the alarm. Again, you can set the sensitivity. Pretty epic. Obar's doing really cool stuff. Really happy with those guys. Another pipe mount that we have that we didn't even put on our site, but if you need it, I got it, for your EcoQubes. Your EcoQubes for the homeowner, or your EcoGuards, if you got people signed up for that program. Pop this on the pipe. It's got the EcoQube just sits right there. They can still see the light. They can still plug it in. So a pipe mount for an EcoQube or EcoGuard, we've got those. Just let me know, and we can do any color you want. Funky colors. What is next on my mounts? Oh, we have one more mount that I don't have with me, but it's a placard. That is available on our website. So it mounts, and it's a flat piece about the size of a clipboard where you can attach all your stickers with your name, your company, the initial manometer reading, all that stuff you need for your OM&M. So look up placard on my website or mount, or email me if you'd like pricing on that. Those are pretty epic. I think they got lost in the shuffle because we've been making so much new stuff. Speaking of new stuff, I want to show off one of my favorites. This is called the French Connection. So this is for crawl space mitigation systems. The French Connection is your flange from the membrane up to your vertical stack. So like everything we print, for the most part, it's 3-inch or 4-inch to your vertical. So you got the female or the male, depending on what size pipe you're using. You've got tabs here to secure it with screws. But the cool part is you can do your entire crawl space. You've got your PVC, your PVC pipe loop or corrugated pipe loop, whatever. This thing's got some stretch if it's 3-inch or 4-inch. But you seal everything first. Don't bother cutting and taping. Seal it, then you go find where you want to have your exhaust. Hit this with a bit of silicone and boom, snap it over the top. Snap it when you're all done. There's 2 screws to secure it. Then you get in here with a core bit, core it out, cut that hole, shop vac it. It's going to keep all the mess in there. Shop vac it, clean it up, but you got a real nice clean look on the outside because you're not dealing with tape, messy tape and sealant. This is a beautiful exhaust for your crawl space mitigation system. It's called the French Connection. I'm surprised we're not selling 1 million of these every day. So try it out. What else we got? So in some of my earlier videos, I went through condensate bypasses. I think I might have skipped this one. We have a 3-inch Hydro 2.0. Just like the 4-inch Hydro 2.0, this is a female straight connected fitting that collects the condensate on the outside, lets it weep out the front of the fan. Our even more popular is the sleek transition. We have 4 models of this, and this is one of the newer ones. 3-inch to downspout, 3x4 downspout. So it's got built-in brackets, it's got your built-in angle, high airflow, which means low noise, and it's got the condensate bypass right in the front. The sleek transition is our top seller. We got them in a lot of different varieties, 3 to 3, 3 to downspout, 4 to 4, and 4 to downspout. So check those out. Let's talk pipe mounts. We have some of our standoff cleats I've gone over in previous videos. You can also use plumber's tape, available at common hardware stores. There's lots of stuff. We've been selling 2-hole galvanized pipe straps for a long time. The 2-hole goes on the wall. You got to sink it on the outside with 2 holes. You might not always find studs right next to each other, so we finally started stocking single-hole strap. So this, you only need to find 1 stud, sink it on the wall. Then it has a bolt flange that tightens up on your pipe. We sell this in 3-inch, which I'm holding now, and 4-inch. Pretty much everything we sell in 3-inch or 4-inch. So if you can't find the version you want, just shoot us a text or an email and we'll get you a link, or pick up the phone. We love talking to you. We also got flush mounts, 3D printed flush mount designs, wrap around the pipe, secure with screws, built-in brackets. So these are 4-hole straps, flush mount, made of 3D printed PETG, which is very strong, UV resistant, stronger than PVC. So check that one out. We call that the flush mount. Back to crawl spaces, because I might be a little all over the place in this video. I got a whole table full of stuff. This one is called the Corrugrip. What it is it takes 4-inch PVC, it's a female fitting into that, and then from there it connects to corrugated PVC, and these little teeth here snap on the corrugated, almost like a finger trap toy, if you've ever used one of those. So this is called the Corrugrip for when you need to do a horizontal connection or just a straight connection and go from Schedule 40 4-inch PVC to that 3-inch corrugated. Really cool. If you need it, it works perfectly. So Corrugrip, check that one out. Couple other downspout fittings. These were designed in conjunction with a mitigator out in Utah. That's why we call them Utahs. There's a Utah 45 and a Utah downspout transition. Again, if you've got a problem, we either have a product for it or we want to make it with you. So we'll be giving you lots of free samples, going through the design process, finding a solution for what other mitigators are also having problems with. So this is a female straight connection. This is basically to replace what we have on the shelf now, which is called the Dwnspt adapter. A lot of people are familiar with that. Nice part about this is it's female-female, straight connection, only 1 hole to the house right here at a vertical, at an angle, so that it won't collect water or condensate and bring it to the house. And also less times you touch the house, typically the less noise you're going to get. So this is a Utah downspout adapter, Utah adapter. We have a very similar product, but in a 45-degree angle. Some people like that. I think out in Utah they have better PVC prices than the rest of us, because I like the sleek transition a lot better. But sometimes you just want to come in at a 45 and exhaust straight up with a female fitting to 3x4 downspout. That's what this does. No condensate bypass on either of the Utahs, but cool, pretty cool designs. Single hole to the house, hopefully less noise. Yeah, check those out if that's a need of yours. Let's talk check valves. So this is the Alpha86 Draincheck. So we've been selling our PDS Draincheck for years. That's something that we've MacGyvered out of commonly available PVC parts. This is a 3D printed design. So again, it connects to whatever's coming out of that house, 3-inch, 4-inch, corrugated or not. It's got tabs if it's corrugated. It's got spots to secure screws. What this does is when you have a drain to daylight on your French drain system, if you attach a radon system to that, you're not going to pull a lot of soil air. You're going to pull a lot of hill air. So this is designed to stop that. This holds shut most of the time. That way you continue your pressure field extension. You pull air only from the soil where you want it. When there's a rain event or water typically just pushes this open. The water pours out. No problems there. And then when you want to clean it or maintain it, you can pop out this critter guard and shop vac it if something happens. But this keeps all the riffraff out, keeps the animals from turning this into a little burrow during the night. Awesome feature, the Alpha86 Draincheck. I like it much better than our Draincheck. Hopefully we never have to make one of those again, because this thing's awesome. Let's talk check valves on the other side. So you've got a sump system. We are now selling Jackel sump lids. This is my favorite. This is the clear half lid. All of these lids exhaust to 3-inch PVC. If you want to do 4-inch, you'd have to buy our Lexan lids and MacGyver it yourself. But the dimensions are on our website. These are really sturdy, really stout. They secure with these bolts to the sump itself. And then what happens when you have interior drains that drain water into that system? Well, check out the Volcano Drain. We've got the Easy Flow, we've got the Dranger line, but we're getting a lot of folks that really like the Volcano Drain. This is another mitigator design product by Jordan Dunn out in Ohio. It's freaking awesome. What happens is there's a float ball right in here, water pours in, continues on, but when there's no water, it can maintain suction because there's that ball in there. It has a lot of different sizes to fit most standard sump lids, but you can also use this for window well drains, any type of floor drain. All the sizes and dimensions are on our site, and Volcano Drain's got their site as well and YouTube channel, but we're getting a ton of compliments on this. It's an excellent design, so support two-family businesses by speccing Volcano Drains and keeping your pressure field extension. Really killer product. What else we got here? I think I'm almost done with a lot of this new updates. This is a super shim. We've got a lot of these on the shelf. What these were originally designed for were wall penetrations from the exterior. So a lot of the times when you're coming in through the exterior, you got to core out like a 5-inch hole, but then you got to shim it. You got to get beauty rings. You want to make it look nice. With the super shim, you can core out that 5-inch hole and just tamp it in on the outside. It looks nice on stucco. It looks nice on wood siding. It's got holes to secure it, and then it has a place to sleeve your pipe. Well, we made the 5-to-4. We also have a 4-to-3. What people were clamoring for is a 5-to-3, 5-inch core, 3-inch PVC. And what we found is a lot of people started using these shims not as horizontal wall shims, but as floor flanges. So we have the Suction Pit Pro for you guys that like the big core, 6¼ inch, so you can get a lot out of your suction pit. Not everybody has a 6¼ inch core bit. So if you have a 5-inch core bit, check out the super shims for your floor flange. It's got rooms for screws to come in at an angle, caulk line around the edges, looks really nice, 5-inch core to 3-inch pipe. Again, we also have it in 5-to-4 and 4-to-3. So any penetration that you're doing for the wall or the floor, we pretty much have a solution for you. If not, let me know. I'd like to make it. And last but not least, we do offer roof jacks. We have really good pricing on 3-inch and 4-inch roof jacks. We also have Kozy Kollars, which are really neat. A lot of people don't know the difference between a roof jack and a Kozy Kollar. Why is one so much more expensive than the other? Roof jack, you got to get up on the roof to flash it. Sometimes that's pretty dangerous. You might have a high-pitched roof that's 3 stories up. You don't want to anchor. You're not a roofer. Kozy Kollar can be installed from inside the house with the flashing without ever getting up on the roof. So that's why Kozy Kollars are 10 times the price of your standard roof jack. We also stock fire collars. We have over 300 different products. If you don't have my price list, please email me. It's a living price list. You can look at it at 2 in the morning. It's a Google sheet. Everything's there. Just let us know. What do you want us to make? What problem are you having that's making your mitigations difficult? We want to make it easy on you. We'll give you some cool samples and we'll go sell it to everybody else. So as always, thank you for supporting PDS. When you buy from PDS, you support US jobs, you support other small businesses, you support our employees and what we're trying to do here and innovate for you. So we appreciate you. Thanks a lot.